Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back for another video. Let's talk about how to look at your lower body rotation in the backswing and what we want to try to strive for, okay? So a lot of times when I watch my first-time clients, whether it's online or in person, the lower body typically does not move very well in the turn, okay? They typically either try to maintain too much flex in the knee flex, and in an effort to turn, they actually sway and the things get outside the trail foot, or in an effort to turn, instead of turning the trail hip back, they turn the lead leg and lead hip in, okay? Neither of that we want. A good template to look at is you want your feet slightly flared, okay? If straight out square is 12 o'clock with your feet pointing direction, we want lead foot at 10:30 for a right-handed golfer, trail foot at 1 o'clock, and then if you're lefty, it's vice versa. Your lead foot at 1:30, trail foot at 11 o'clock. Lead foot typically flares out more because we rotate more on the follow-through side. So how we want to look for this turn is if you have lines beside your hips, we want to make sure we turn within those lines, okay? We don't want the butt moving towards the target. We don't want the butt moving away from the target where it gets outside that line. So if I put this club here as an example, if we turn, we want to turn into that line, or maybe there's a little bit of space, but we definitely don't want this, and we don't want that, okay? Neither of this is that what we want. So when you turn your trail hip back, we're literally just twisting the lower body. You can see when we do this, trail leg straightens and loses flex, lead leg picks up that flex. Lead leg picking up that flex, it bends, doesn't mean it comes inwards, okay? That's a fake turn, we don't want that. You may feel like you have to rely on that to turn, and if you can't do that, you may feel like, oh, I'm inflexible, I think it's a mobility issue. Most of the time, it's not a mobility issue. You just haven't turned properly in that movement. So literally, if you can stand here and just twist your hips like that, trail hip back, that's exactly how you want to turn. So if I stand straight facing you guys at the camera, my trail hip goes back, my trail leg straightens and loses flex, my lead leg picks up a little bit of flex. You can see when I stand straight here, I'm not doing this, which a lot of you guys probably are doing. So we just want trail hip back, and you can see my lead leg just picks up that flex slightly. There's no crazy movement. So when we bend over and look at the ball, we just try to copy the same thing, okay? Trail hip back, trail leg straightens and loses flex as we turn. Now, you gotta make sure when the trail leg straightens and loses flex is because we're turning the trail hip back. Some people, they make the mistake of pushing the right trail hip back. That's not a turn. You're just straightening the leg for the sake of straightening your leg, okay? We don't want that. Trail leg straightens because you're turning the hip back. We're not pushing the hip back, okay? You can see when I push the hip back, my pelvis is still facing the ball. If I turn my trail hip back, my pelvis is now facing before the ball, okay? So that's how we want to do it. That's what we want to look for in a proper lower body turn. So a good exercise, you just stand straight, look at yourself in the mirror, twist your hips as much as you can. You see that? Very slowly, you can do it at the count of 3. Hold it, and then you bend over, same thing. Hold it, and then you put the club across your shoulders, same thing. Hold it, and you can see at all this time, I'm keeping things in the inside right foot. My trail hip stays within that line. It's not going this way at all. So that's a good progression to do it. If you want to do it with a ball, you just stand straight with the ball there, twist your hips as much as you can. Then you bend over, twist your hips as much as you can, and then club across your shoulders, twist your hip as much as you can so your upper body can turn. And then when you hit, just try to replicate that, twist your hips as much as you can, and then whatever happens, happens from there. So let's try that. Most players, if they can't turn properly in the backswing, is more often than not, their lower body is not turning properly, or you're restricting the lower body from turning. So hope that helps. Any questions, leave in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, guys.